Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to PCM20. This is Women's Tour. It's episode number 6. We're in what is possibly our last achievable sponsor objective of the season already. There is a whole string of objectives coming up that we have literally no chance on because they require stage wins. And we're not going to get any stage wins this season. Squeezing into the top 10 is really all we're going to be capable of mustering. And that's why this is our potentially last, achievable objective. It's only a top 10. Most of the objectives the rest of the way require stage wins, and we're just not going to do that. So, top 10? Okay, maybe. Today, it's a little punchy, so it's very questionable whether we're going to have much of a chance, because there are 7 climbs that are short and steep. Here's number 1. Already blinking red, and wow, even at a 76 they're dropping back pretty quick. That's the first time, and you can see just how much damage that did to us. But we got through the first one. 6 to go though. How much will we recover, and what happens when the pace begins to pick up? There are 17 riders in the break. Pace has picked up a bit. The gap has been cut in half, but they still, 17 riders with a 2-minute gap. That's going to do some damage. Well, one of them dropped via flat tire. That helps us. Puncture. Alright, we're going to need to go a little bit faster. We'll set a 79 pace. Top Perez soon will be going for some water. And here we go. Next round. Second climb. See just how quickly that hurt Top Perez. I'm going to send Top Perez right now to go get that water. Not much damage having been done yet, but you can see that Sykes, Schmid, Top Perez all feeling it already after just 2 climbs. The longer we hold out on pace, as in the pace not picking up, the better it'll be for me. If things get going really fast, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. And it's already getting pretty quick. The quicker we catch that breakaway, the better, because there's a chance that we'll lift the pace a bit. Alright, at least Top Perez finished her job and was able to get the water successfully. Sykes, Schmid, Top Perez aren't going to last much longer. We also need to pick up the speed a little bit more. We're going to set an 81 now. Top Perez is definitely going to need a gel this time. This will be it for Top Perez, but if Sykes and Schmid make it, if we still have 5 left by the time we go to begin the climb after this one, this is climb number 4, that'll be climb 5. Yeah, if we still have that many left, that's going to be a really good sign. Breakaway, less than a minute away. It's definitely getting closer. They look like they're splitting. That's a really good thing for us. Okay, Top Perez, as expected. Done, fading, getting dropped. Nobody's been dropped from the peloton yet. Top Perez potentially is going to be the first one out the back. It just shows how weak we are. Temporary big split there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set you to auto. Sykes, your turn. I'm a little late on this gel, I think. We're going to need to speed up a little more. We'll go to an 83, and Schmid should be protecting Sheer, not Klaus. Alright, breakaway getting smaller. There's only 3 riders left, and we're starting to see some splits. Sheer and Schmid made it. It looks like it's going to come back together here. It does. That's 100. Top Perez is gone. Sykes is on the verge. The yo-yoing is catching us out. That's 5 climbs done. There's only 2 to go, and we are definitely hanging in there. So Klaus, you need to speed up. I need to get you back up there, and actually you need to go protect now that we're down to 4. Moke. Schmid. Gel up. I'm not really counting Sykes anymore, so we're down to 4. Schmid. This is going to be it. Schmid's going to start fading here in just a moment. There you go. Breakaway's done. Okay, more splits. This time, looking at it, I don't think anybody dropped is going to come back. I think what you have left up here is what's left. Moke, Sheer doing pretty okay. Klaus, Moke hurting a bit. Klaus, you need to protect Sheer instead of Moke, and Moke, you need to follow Sheer. And
only 15 kilometers left.
Oh, the pace lifted. The pace has lifted. Okay, Klaus, we're going to gel up for this final climb.
It's in such percentages
and
that
Sheer,
the
87. This is it. There's the top. It's super short. 7 riders have gone off the front, and here comes the rest of the attack. 11.9. Change the order around here. Go 99. Moke, you're now going to follow Sheer. Sheer was there because of the climbing. Moke is the sprinter. So Klaus, the other would-be sprinter, but not enough energy. So Klaus, you're going to start riding forward. 8 riders off the front is not good for my chances of a top 10.
There's now just 10 kilometers left.
And Klaus is done. Klaus is done, but I'm trying to save Sheer for now. Okay, there you go. We pulled back all but 1. This is 37, though. This is not good. Okay, I'm going to gel up with Sheer. We're seeing additional attacks. So Sheer, gentle. Klaus is done. Okay, on to Sheer. Scooting forward. There you go. Last rider brought in, and we sit up a bit as a result. That's good. Moke getting ready. Sheer bringing us to the front. In a really strong spot. Lead out rider. Our fastest rider here. We've got an actual shot at this top 10. Okay, this is the last climb, and here comes the big acceleration. I'm not worried about one rider going away. I'm worried about multiple riders going away. So, Sheer leading us out. 2K to go. Okay, Sheer, sprint. And Moke, 1.1. Moke running out of energy pretty quick, but looking like a podium. Could it be a podium? Third place? Third place? Summer Moke gets third freaking place. Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? Oh, we did it. We did it. And look at that. The whole team is completely dead. Total exhaustion at the line. Guaranteed. Real life. This group celebrating this one like a win. Moke had just an ounce of energy left. Could have had second, but what's the difference between second and third? Literally nothing. Podium finish. Not just top 10. Not even the super, which is top 5, but a top 3? Wow. But that's it, folks. I don't think we have any more that we could do this season. We're now going to be kind of going into cruise mode. There's going to be a lot of races that we expect to stage win, but we literally will not have a chance at. We will be incapable. You can see how we barely made it through the climbs on this one. And it was short, very short little hills, and only a handful of them. And the pace really wasn't bad until the last 2 or 3. Wasn't that bad anyway. So what we did here is not something we're going to achieve much. So there's a lot of stages that we're going to go to that I know flat out no chance. No chance at all. So we will quick sim a lot of races this season. There won't be much racing the rest of the way because we're not winning stages. But look at that sponsor confidence at the moment. Wait till tomorrow anyway. The count back. I wish they'd fix that to where it would actually just do your evaluation right away. Why does it do an immediate, but then the day later they recalculate again and suddenly it's not the same thing? Yeah, look how much it dropped. We were right there. And now it's back here. It is up above the 50% threshold again, though. So that's about 54%. It's actually back to where we were. So 54%. There's still quite a few objectives to go, though. And like I said, all or most, no chance. Stage win. Top 10, yay! 3 stars, oh my goodness. But it's the Cascade Cycling Classic. And that's GC. And it's 4 punchy stages. Stage 4, we can squeeze top 10. We're going to get dropped. Guaranteed at least once in those 4 stages, if not multiple times. We'll be lucky to have a top 50. Stage win. There's our dilemma. This top 10 might be 4 stars, but it's after the deadline. Doesn't matter. So we have 6 unassailable tasks ahead of us. Do we have... Well, we have 44% sponsor confidence to spare. But as each one fails, it's going to drop further and further and further. The Cascade Cycling Classic one is probably going to hurt the most. We'll see. Next up is Joe Martin. It's the second biggest of the two of the ones that remain. We'll get a sense of the damage once that one's through. That Criterium series, that shouldn't hurt much. The Sportland shouldn't hurt much. Savoy, Guatemala, those won't hurt too bad. So maybe. I think that we have done enough, especially with this extra success here. Like I said, I knew we had a chance, but I was leaning towards no. Grabbing 3rd place was ridiculously awesome. Let's move forward. So we're at the Joe Martin stage race. 4 stages, requirement, win a stage. We grabbed our first ever podium. It's not impossible that we could get a stage at some point, somehow. So we'll try. But it's so unlikely that we're going to win a stage, that we're going to achieve any objectives the rest of the season. So here we are, already on a climb. There are 2 back-to-back climbs, and then there's a little punchy finish at the end. So we're in a lot of trouble in all of those scenarios. Our strongest climber, our best chance is Sheer. Sheer's on a -1. That's not going to help. Moke has a +1. Moke may end up being the leader for the day as a result. Weak rider Larson gets first ride on an objective race. +2 for her, so that's good. But she's not going to last long with the 56 mountain. Small breakaway. I like that. 101 riders in the peloton. Here is O'Neill, another of the weaker riders, getting a shot today. Let's go ahead and use O'Neill to protect Moke. Let's get Larson to protect Sheer. That much is obvious. Top Perez still come through. Top Perez looking pretty good today, actually. 65 resistance, 62 mountain, and I'm guessing Schmid is probably not looking so good. Yeah. Okay. So Top Perez will be the other protected rider as we go over the first climb of the day. This, for me, is an ideal start. It's a small breakaway. The gap seems to be holding at 2.5 minutes. Wow, that's steep. Let's see. Schmid, protect Top Perez. There you go. So we're all set in the short term. This is a huge climb. Now, the reason why this is such a good start, small break, not a huge gap. They got out very early, which means there wasn't a battle, there wasn't a fight. So we started easy. We are at 100% right now. None of the riders are tired. We're in the ideal position. We're set. We're ready to go. If it continues like this, I might actually get all 6 riders over this climb. If there's any lift in the pace, I very well could have 0 riders left at the top of this climb. 16 kilometers in length, and we're just now starting it officially. 13.5% max gradient, a 7% average gradient. This is intense, and look how quickly we're going backwards. The pace lifted just a little bit like I feared, and look how tired everybody is already. I mean, half of our team is already in the back of the peloton. 2K into a 16K climb, we're at the back. So this needs to pick up. If anything, we might need to just climb at our own pace as a team, lose a couple minutes, and then try to come back on the descent.
The breakaway is not to everybody's liking.
As a team, I doubt it's going to happen. I think we're going to lose tons of time. Already, 3 riders out the back. Set them to auto, and you can see just how quickly we're continuing to struggle, continuing to go backwards. Peloton down to 87. Larson's about to get dropped. Okay, Larson to auto. Top Perez gets dropped. Combination of climbing ability and the pace being too much. Moke back up here. That's good.
The group is slowly thinning out due to such a frantic pace.
Sheer hanging on. 64 left. Sheer not doing too well, though. Struggling to hang on. We're only halfway up the climb.
This climb features
Never mind. We're 2/3 of the way up the climb. But this is a steep section. Taparez Moke regaining contact. Comes back together a little bit.
We shouldn't see too many attacks.
Taparez and Moke, though, that's not a smart move. They both kind of attacked. Sheer somehow made it up to the front, but no one has any energy left. This is what I was worried about, getting everyone dropped. Pace not bad all of a sudden, though. Sheer somehow hanging on near the front with no energy. Here's an acceleration, but it's only 1K from the top. We still have a decent chance of coming back together. Not quite done climbing yet. Only 2 riders left off the front. Oh, right at the crest. Sheer gets dropped big time. But there is the peloton. We're back in the peloton. Okay, one rider. It's a minute to Moke and Top Perez. This group could regain contact. This is what I was talking about. If they were close enough, it could come back together, and it's looking that way. I don't want both of you in this chase necessarily. Oh, how was that not contact? There we go. Okay, we have contact, and I'm liking the trio we now have. Moke, Taparez, Sheer, 61.57. What's the punchy? 58. 59 for Moke. So Moke is now the leader the rest of the way. Sheer will be second fiddle, and Top Perez doing the dirty work. So Moke, let's scoot back towards the front of the group here. More riders coming back, but not any of ours. Larson is the next closest, 6 minutes behind. Schmidt and O'Neill, 9 minutes behind. Will they even make a time cut? It's not that long of a stage.
Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
All right, those two riders that are away are both singles, and they've got a long distance still to cover, so they will not make it to the end of this stage. Do I need to get water one more time? No, I think they can make it 40K on that. There is still some undulation along the way, but more downhill than uphill, so I like that. But then finishing climb. Finishing climb is what we got to watch out for. It's 4 or 5K. How are we supposed to win that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. 3 strongest riders in the peloton. That's helpful. Sorry, let me rephrase that. My 3 strongest riders, but probably the 3 weakest riders, or just about, in the peloton. Yeah, that's iffy. 19K to go. Might only be about a 3K climb, and that's gives us a tiny chance. Here's the last little uphill otherwise, and ouch, we're going backwards big time. Recover now.
10 kilometers to the finish line.
Recover. Let's get back in position here. 7K to go. Top res gel. 6K to go. 5K to go. And it's time to get things moving. Moke to follow Sheer. To follow Top Perez. It's 5K, so let's get moving. Sheer, gel, in just a moment. There we go. And then Moke. Now. Alright, optimum spot 3.7K, no breakaway, and we're hitting the base of the climb. Top Perez. 3K to go. Oh. That's doing a little too much damage behind you. 2.5K to go. $2K to go. Top Perez, give your sprint. There you go. Okay, 1.8K. Sheer, Moke, still in with a tiny chance. But you can see how Sheer is going backwards as others are going forwards right now. We're supposed to win this stage, and I just don't see how that's going to happen right now. Final K.
And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to the line today?
This is our dilemma. I'm happy, really happy that I'm able to get a few riders in contention somehow, and that we've grabbed some top 10s somehow. I mean, what a difference from a year ago. When that first season, we were just literally straight at the back every race. So there's good signs. But I didn't even get in the top 10. I got 21st and 28th. And we ran that literally as well as our team was capable of. That couldn't have gone any better than it did. Other than our position could have been higher, but, you know, we didn't do anything wrong. It's what we're capable of, and that's how it's going to be. Stage 2, 2 difficult climbs back to back, very little recovery after the first one. We're about to hit that, but if we can get over the top, then we'll be set for a decent chance at the finish. But here we go. Already climbing, already struggling. Need to pick up the pace here. Sheer staying up front, okay. Moke not doing too bad. There's Top Perez. Larson's going back pretty quickly right now, but the pace right now, Peloton doesn't seem too interested in chasing with 100K still to go in the stage. So they're not worried about that right now. still a 4-minute gap to the breakaway. Some riders are being dropped. Some riders are definitely going backwards. We're going through water really quick at the moment, which is not necessarily a good thing, but O'Neill about to get dropped. Peloton down to 76. Schmid on the verge of being dropped. So we're going to have just 3 left here in a little bit.
They really are moving. The pack can't get strung out too far, or
And
it's
there
going to start breaking
is
up.
Schmid now. So it's down to 63 riders. And somehow these 3 are still at the front as we approach the top. Moke, though, the latest, and Taparez, actually, for that matter, both fading. They might make it over the top without being dropped, but that's a pretty big if. 1K to go to the top, and I think they're about to see a split. They do. But for now, actually, it's linked back together. They might make it back. No, Taparez is not. Taparez will definitely not make it back. The extra fade there. Moke potentially could. Go ahead and put your arm up. Grab some water. Nope, way too short of a distance to go till the next climb. So Sheer, all alone. All alone in a time of need. Alright, so Sheer got the water, but we're starting the climb, and now Sheer is at the back. Not exactly optimal there, and only slightly recovered. So Sheer is in trouble for this climb. So climb number 2, we've got 1 rider left. Peloton's down to 47. The fact that I have 1 left in a group of 47 is pretty amazing. It is. 36 now. More riders fading, dropping. But 9K to go to the top. I don't like our chances. I do not like our chances, but Sheer is hanging on. I'm going to ease off just a little bit to try to help make it last. 4K to go. Still hanging in there. I think Sheer might make it.
This climb features some
2K to go to the top. Summit is just 1K away. Sheer made it. Sheer luck. That's how that one goes. Sheer luck that we have somebody left. Sheer is a 65 mountain today, 57 resistance. That's just enough. Okay, 60K to go. Let's go ahead and get water one final time and then get on with our recovery. So 38 riders, 37 riders. It's yo-yoing a lot here at the moment. I think those first 2 riders behind could easily make contact, but a lot will definitely not come back. There's going to be far too many riders way behind. I mean, Moke is the next closest for us at nearly 9 minutes down. Peloton 2:45, so we're starting to pull back on the front group. They are spread out all over the place, so we're more likely to collect them bit by bit. And there you go, 3 left at the front. They won't be the easiest catch with just 35K to go. 2.5 minutes. Now, everybody with that long descent able to recover. And that's almost a bad thing for this chase because it's 3 minutes and 25 seconds. And growing. And growing. We're not chasing them down. I think we're conceding the stage to the 3 breakaway riders. Oh no. Now we're trying to chase, but it's a little late. 18K to go. I don't think we're going to catch them. We did not get organized in time, and we're seeing the impact of that now. And for me, it's all about the stage win. That's GC doesn't matter. I'm not going to get any credit for a good GC finish.
You see that?
No, oh, come on. Sheer's the one that just broke the toe. The chase is coming really hard right now. Oh, somebody just crashed. Okay, we've
That's a
regained
group
contact.
cruise
It's 30
dive.
riders
But as
chasing
often happens,
those
they're all
3.
getting
They
back
have
up.
split. They are struggling, but it's 3K to go. It's 3K to go. We're not going to catch them. The breakaway has won the stage. One of them, anyway. We're catching 2 of them. The other one, Vandermeulen, that's your winner of the stage.
The riders
2K
are now
to
making
go.
the descent towards the finishing line.
Sheer in a good position.
Solo win and a
Oh,
well-deserved one.
that is not 1K to go. I'm seeing a 1K banner. That was not 1K to go. That's been adjusted. 9th. I got a top 10 on the stage.
We're waiting for the
Emma
tail
White
runners
took
who continue
second.
to arrive.
Acacia Shear, 9th place. I mean, that's really good. And it's good for our chances in the GC. I started my sprint a little late because I saw the banner and wasn't looking at how long we had left to go. When I started the move, that's where I was looking, but I was definitely looking at the course as we came up towards the finish. Excited to take a look at this stage next season with our best mountain rating a 63 and our best time trialist about a 61. We literally had 0 chance of a result for this stage. So the quick sim shows just that, with Top Perez in 42nd, 3.5 minutes down. Schmid close to 5 minutes down. Shear 5.5 minutes down. And O'Neill not last. Only 12 seconds ahead of last, but O'Neill and Larson very, very far off the pace. And of course that destroys the GC strong position that we had with Shear, who's now all the way down to 35th. So any chance of something from there, gone. Now our only hope, a win on stage 4. Yeah, good luck with that. To find out what happens with that, though, tune in next time, because that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.